we're going to be doing something special because sitting on this desk might just be one of the most powerful gaming laptops ever created. This is the ASUS ROG STRIX 18, equipped with the Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX paired with the RTX 5090, 64GB of RAM, and 4TB of storage. But before we get into the numbers, I want to take a second because if you've watched this channel, you already know I love the ROG ecosystem. From my trusty G14 to the Ally X to last year's Strix 18 with the 4090, today we're going to unbox this new beast, compare it to last year's model, and push it to the absolute limit using my brand new LG Ultragear 45-inch OLED. This is running at 5K resolution, powered by that 5090. This might just be the ultimate setup. Let's get into it. ASUS continues to absolutely nail the presentation. Opening the box, you're greeted with that classic ROG premium experience. Massive power brick, ROG accessories, and then the laptop itself. Immediately, you can tell this thing means business. The Strix 18 continues that aggressive gamer aesthetic, RGB accents, clean industrial design, and that massive 18-inch display. These aren't trying to be thin and light, they're trying to be desktop replacements, and this generation might be the most powerful one yet. Let's talk specs, because this is where the gap between this and my older 4090 model gets wide. The 4090 version was already insane, but early testing shows that while raw frame gains might be in the 0 to 3% in some titles, the 5090 really shines in DLSS 4, AI workloads, and high resolution scaling. We've jumped from 16GB to 24GB of GDDR7 VRAM. For gaming, that's future-proof, but for the work I do, 4K video editing and running local AI models, that extra 8GB is a massive workflow upgrade. Then there's the I/O. We finally have Thunderbolt 5. That's 3 times the bandwidth of my old machine, which is critical when I'm pushing my 5K Ultragear monitor or migrating massive files to my NAS. We've also got Wi-Fi 7 and a new 1080p infrared camera for Windows Hello, which was a huge missing piece on the older models. The screen is still 18 inches, but this is the refreshed Nebula HDR engine. We've gone from around 1100 dimming zones to over 2000. We've also added ACR, standing for Ambient Contrast Ratio, which cuts reflections by 55%. If you look at the blacks on this screen compared to my 4090 version, the blooming is basically gone. A very minor thing, but it's the closest a mini LED has ever felt to an OLED. This is my LG Ultragear 45-inch OLED running at 5K 2K resolution. At this pixel density, you need real horsepower. This is where the 5090 finally makes sense. The performance scaling at ultra-wide resolutions is where the new architecture leaves the 4090 behind. Ultra settings, ray tracing on, DLSS enabled, both machines are incredibly capable. But the 5090 starts to separate itself with smarter performance and better frame stability at 4K. Even when connected to the big screen, the 5090 really shows its brute force here with that upgraded RAM. It's not just about the raw frames per second here, it's about how consistent that experience is, and the 5090 definitely delivers there. Moving into body cam, if you haven't heard about this game is brutally demanding on both the CPU and GPU. I've never seen a game like this where the realism is truly astonishing with this, and both the 4090 and the 5090 delivers very well both on their native screens as well as on the G9. Elden Ring stays rock solid, but Black Myth Wukong, that's where the 5090 stretches its legs even more. Better ray tracing, better scaling, and next-gen visuals that actually justify the price tag of this machine. Then we've got Counter-Strike, a classic, fast-paced, high-pressure game that always runs extremely well on any device, but I want to showcase it here because it's even better on 5K at over 165 frames per second. The game is extremely responsive, extremely quick, and a lot of fun with this laptop. Now, benchmarks are one thing, but how this machine actually feels in my daily workflow is what matters. To manage all this power, I've been testing a new addition to my desk, the DeskOs. I want to highlight this because it's built by a young developer in Toronto named Connor. He reached out to me with a goal to build a premium aluminum built alternative to the Stream Deck, one that actually matches the aesthetic of a high-end studio. I've plugged it directly into my Strix 18 via USB-C because this 18-inch Nebula HDR display is so massive, I don't want to clutter it with Spotify windows or system monitors or launchers, so I've offloaded all of that to the DeskOs. It's a 5-inch 4K touchscreen that acts as my main mission control. Simply put, the DeskOs and the Elgato Stream Deck are both desk controllers, but they approach the command center concept from two completely different angles. The DeskOs feels more like a piece of high-end desk furniture than a plastic gadget. It's designed to look at home next to a MacBook or a premium ROG machine. Because it's a 4K touchscreen, it can display way more information at once. The home screen shows the time, date, and live weather updates simultaneously with a mini music controller. You can swipe between pages just like a smartphone, which feels more natural to modern users than clicking stiff plastic buttons. So in the end, the DeskOs isn't just a cheaper alternative, it's a better looking one that fits a high-end studio vibe much better than the gamer plastic look of Elgato. So is it worth the upgrade? If you're coming from a 30 series or lower, this is a generational leap. If you have the 4090, you're paying for the 24GB of VRAM, Thunderbolt 5, and that superior mini LED screen. For me, as a creator and a tech enthusiast, those quality of life upgrades make this the most complete ROG laptop I've ever used. If you have the 4090, maybe not, but if you want the absolute pinnacle of what a laptop can do in 2026, the best CPU, the best feature proofing, and the best AI capabilities, this is it. ROG is pushing the entire ecosystem forward from handhelds to desktop replacements. I love seeing where this is going, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more awesome videos like this. Check out Connor's DeskOs in the link below. I'll see you in the next one. Till next time, see ya.